A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So today we are going to talk about Sura Ikhlas. Sura Ikhlas is very important surah, and we will see why this surah is very important. So before we start this surah, there is something that we need to learn or we need to discuss, which is the word Tawheed. Does that recall anything?
Yes.
Tawheed?
Yeah.
Tell me where we learned Tawheed. In two things we learned. Yes.
The 5 pillars of Islam.
MashaAllah. Excellent.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
5 pillars of Islam. The number 1 was Tawheed. And
And
where else? Did you hear that word? Yes.
the 6 articles of faith. Yeah.
6 articles of faith. Yes. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Yes. Alhamdulillah. So everybody got it? Tawheed. What does Tawheed mean? No, you already answered 2 times now. Yes. What does Tawheed mean?
Being afraid of Allah.
Being afraid of Allah. Is that Tawheed?
Yeah.
What that's called?
I have a question.
Okay, I will answer. I will take your question, but first answer me. What is that thing called? When you fear of Allah, what did you say? Afraid of Allah? What is that thing? That's not Tawheed. Something else. That is another word for that. What is that? When you are afraid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He get angry with you. Anybody online, they know? What is that thing called? When you are scared of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? That word is called taqwa. You heard of this word?
Yeah.
Yes, we talked about it. So taqwa is when you are afraid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you don't want to make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala angry, and you save yourself from doing bad stuff. You stay away from sins. That is what the taqwa is. When you protect yourself, you stay away from bad things that make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala angry. But what does Tawheed mean? The translation, the meaning of it. What is the meaning of Tawheed? Yes. Exactly. Excellent. Believing in one Allah. So let's say what the definition is, exact definition of it is Tawheed is an Arabic word which means believing in and worshipping one God. Tawheed is the most important belief in Islam. Why? Why it's the most important in Islam? Yes.
Because if we don't believe in one God, how are you a Muslim?
Exactly. Excellent. I really like that. Yes, mashallah. So good. Because if you don't believe in this, you don't believe in one God, you're not a Muslim.
Yeah.
You can't be a Muslim, because a Muslim, that is the number 1 belief, that Allah is only one. And the English word for Tawheed is, anybody know in English what is it called? Monotheism.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you said about that, monotheism.
I knew it, but I forgot it.
Yeah, that's a difficult word, but that's what the word is for. Now, Sura Ikhlas, the one we are going to study today, is one of the shortest surah of the Quran. But it is one of the most important one. This surah explains the idea of Tawheed. Tawheed simply means the belief in one God, the true creator of the universe, and worshipping Him alone. Can we worship multiple people at the same time? Like we can believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but we also believe another person, he can also give us stuff, this stuff like that. No, because if we do that, what's going to happen? You're not a Muslim. And that's the biggest sin. It's like if you do this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to forgive that person unless you make tawbah.
Yeah.
Yes?
I remember one time they were telling us about like one of the prophets. One of those people were believing in Allah, but it's only because like if it was something, they only get it from Allah.
Exactly, yes. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one, like this, only one finger, nothing else. When we say who is Allah, Allah is one, and that's it. That's all we know. without a partner. Do you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a partner?
No.
Wife?
No.
How can somebody without wife? That's for us people. That's for humans, not for Allah. Allah has no partner. And He is unique without a match. There is no one like Him. He is all alone. He is unique in everything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the first and the last. He is the first and the last. And He knows everything. He is the only one worthy of worship. No one is capable of being God except Him. Do you agree? Yes. Why? What does it mean when we say no one is capable?
Like I know. Like no one else can do one thing that Allah can.
Exactly. Like what? For example?
They can't.
What are the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can do and people cannot do?
They can't make stuff like from magic. They can't like make humans. They can't like create angels.
Can somebody make sun?
No.
Can somebody make a star? Moon?
No.
Sky?
No.
And how about earth?
No, they can't. They can draw it, but they actually can't make it.
Yeah. And how about a seed? Can you grow trees?
No.
Why not? Don't you grow trees?
You do grow trees.
You
but
do?
You can't live without the power of Allah. Yeah.
Do you do anything when you plant a seed?
Yeah.
How do you get the tree out?
You
Pulling it?
Water it.
Do you pull
No.
tree from the seed?
You put the seed in, then you
Then you do
cover it,
what?
and then you water it.
And then
And then
you just wait.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's nothing else you can do, right?
But if Allah planted one, it would just
Yes.
grow immediately.
Exactly. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who get the tree or plant out from a seed. Yes.
Humans can only discover they can't like make humans.
Yeah.
Yes. Anything else? Any online kids? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is there anyone who can do things which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can do? Can somebody, like one person or anyone who can make somebody alive when they're dead?
No.
No.
Only Allah.
Can somebody rain?
No.
Can? No?
No, they can't rain.
So rain is only from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who give us life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who give us death.
Oxygen.
Yes. Yes. So many questions, mashallah. So many answers. Yes.
And people can't make animals.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And people can't you can't choose what weather's gonna be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They can't choose
Oh,
it.
yes. So, can somebody tell us when are we going to die?
No.
No.
Only Allah can.
Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. Exactly. Can somebody make babies?
No.
Yes.
Oh, how? How they do that? Because nobody can. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills, and that the couple gets the child. Like, babies, it's nobody can do it. If people can do that, you won't see any couple without babies. Do you know anybody in your family? A family like they don't have any kids? There are people, right? So then why don't they make it? If it's that easy.
They can't
Because nobody can. It's only from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who can do it. Yes. So believing in Tawheed is the most important part of being a Muslim. Do you know that a person cannot become a Muslim without saying Shahada?
Yeah.
Shahada? What is Shahada?
Like believing that you believe in God. Yeah.
No, say it. Say the Shahada. I need to know if you guys know what a Shahada is. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Muhammadan Rasulullah. That is the Shahada. So when a non-Muslim person or anybody who wants to become a Muslim,
And they have to take a shower. So
Yes.
and then all the bad deeds wash off the water.
so they have to say this Shahada and then they take shower. Yes.
I have a
Somebody go over those. Ibrahim, can you go over those points about Surah Ikhlas? Yes, go ahead. Number 1.
Allah is unique. He is one without a second. He is not three in one.
Anything else? Yes.
He is a master that everybody needs for their existence, but he doesn't need anybody.
Yes. Good job. Okay.
I said we
Okay. So it says, Qul huwallahu ahad. Ahad is also a name of Allah. Al-Ahad. Ahad means one.
yeah.
Remember the
Well, there's
alphabets
only one.
of the counting in Arabic. Wahid.
Go ahead.
It starts with Wahid. One is Wahid. And Wahid is from Ahad. So Ahad mean only one. One. Then it says, say God is the one and only God. Allahu Samad. Who's Samad? Samad is another name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Samad.
Yeah.
So in this surah, how many names you learn? Ahad and Samad. So what does Samad mean? I told you Ahad mean one.
Only one.
Samad?
The eternal. The absolute.
Samad means God needs no one. Like He does not need anyone,
Yeah,
but we need Him. Yes, mashallah. Yes.
And then the third one is he has no father or mother, and he has no sons or daughters.
Yes. So Samad mean also, Samad is the master. The master which nobody is like him.
Yeah, no one is not even like half of him.
Yes. And we all need him and he doesn't need us. So every creation that Allah created, when they need something, they look forward, they look up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not ask anyone. So we all, when we get in trouble, where do we turn? To Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is Samad. That is the Samad, that we turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all our needs. That is Samad. And next ayah, he has no child, nor was he born. No one is like him. He is unique. He is all alone. Some people think, now we will see the difference between the kufr and shirk. 2 words. Do you know this thing, shirk and kufr?
Yeah, one of them is like a big sin. And then
So what is a shirk?
Shirk is bad.
What is a
it's
shirk?
a sin.
Yes.
Shirk is like having partners with Allah.
Yes. When you, yes.
I was going to say
Okay. So shirk, it is the opposite of tawheed. We say tawheed, we learn tawheed, right? Believing in one Allah. So when you stop believing that, now your belief is changed. Now you say, oh, in the beginning I thought there's one Allah, but no, now I think there are more people with him. All right, there you go. Now that's a shirk. You started shirk. And if you do shirk,
That's bad. Really bad.
that person go to hellfire. Because that's the biggest sin.
Yeah, biggest sin.
So shirk is when you associate partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes.
like shirk is like basically the biggest sin.
Yes. And example, like when people worshipping different gods.
Yeah. No.
Like any example, any people?
Oh.
Yes, yes, Sultan Ahmed. Huh? I don't understand. Say that. Okay. Arfa?
I don't know.
Okay. Yes.
Like the time that.
The people
Yeah.
who believe in more than one God. Do you know any nation? Do you know any religion like that?
The people that believe in the.
every time you believe this, that there are more than one God, you are doing a shirk. And now I told you another word, kufr. What is a kufr? Kufr is, in English word is disbelief.
They just like doesn't believe Allah.
So what does that mean? Yes. When you are,
Yeah, like you don't believe in the angels.
you don't exactly disbelieve. What are those people called? They are atheist, exactly, mashallah, yes. Those people, they don't even believe in one God. It's not that one God, they don't even believe in God. They say there's no God. And what they believe in, they say that in the universe, like everything just happened without a creator, with the result of explosion. Then why don't things happen anymore? Why don't your food get cooked by explosion? Why humans, just explosion, everything is happening with that? No, there is somebody who's doing it, right? So there is like a signs everywhere. When we look around, we see signs everywhere. When we do shirk, one time we were talking about minor shirk. Remember? Minor shirk? Minor shirk.
A small thing.
These are, there is one type of minor shirk is, the word is called Ariya. Ariya, when you show off.
Like,
What is showing off?
oh, I know.
It's like,
Yes.
it's like you're like fashionable,
Yeah.
like popular.
Yeah, like if you like get like your parents bought you like a new backpack, and then you're like, oh hey, look at me, I got a new backpack.
Okay, good. What else is showing off? Online? Showing off? How do we show off our stuff?
If you show off, you act like your things are better, better, the best.
Okay. So Riya is having insincere intentions. Like you are actually not that what you are showing off. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Like you are pretending to be good, but in fact you are not that good. An example of that is when you are among the people and you are trying to pray. You pray and you are aware that there are people sitting behind you, next to you. The room is full of people. Now you are praying. You try to pray so good because now you're scared that people all around you, they're looking at you. So you are trying to be so good in your prayer, doing everything, taking your time. You're trying to do that. But when you are praying alone at home, your prayer is very quick. Within a couple minutes, you are done. You are just going up and down, up and down, up and down. That's Riya. And another thing is showing off, like when you have your money and you are spending it, like so people who don't have it, they feel bad about it. So we shouldn't be doing. That's a minor shirk. So let's listen to this hadith. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The thing that I fear for you the most is minor shirk." Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was afraid that my people will get involved into this thing, and he was afraid of it. The companion asked, "O Messenger of Allah, what is a minor shirk?" So Prophet ﷺ said, showing off, which is in Arabic called Ariya. For Allah will say on the day of judgment, when people are receiving their rewards, go to those whom you were showing off to in the world and see if you can get any reward from them. So showing off is not good. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you something good, hide it. Don't advertise your things.
Don't show off.
One of the things
Example of Riya is showing off is when you give somebody a gift, or maybe if you help someone, some needy person, you help them, but then you start telling everyone. You go to your friends and you say, today I gave this much in the charity. I helped that guy. The guy standing there, that one with the red shirt with this. I helped him. I gave him money for this. What are you doing? Showing off. You are supposed to be hiding your stuff so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can preserve it for you. When you do that, all your...
If you say that, it won't count as a reward.
Yep. All your reward will be wiped off. Everything is gone. So now let's say you give $1,000 in charity, but you go and told people about it because you just wanted to be famous and you want it to be popular, that people will think of you, oh, he's so generous. Oh, look at how much money he gave. If that was your intention, then all your reward is gone. Zero. That's what you will get. So you lost your money too, plus you didn't get any reward. Yes. That is why I said intention. When something happened, you didn't want to say it. You had no planning for that. You didn't even want to, but it just, for some reason, it came out of your mouth.
Then you'll still get the reward.
Or maybe some other ways people found out.
Yeah,
so maybe, but you didn't tell anyone, but somebody saw you doing it, and then they told all your friends, then it's no sin for you because you didn't do it. And you did not even have any intention to do that. So when we do this, you try to do it as secret as possible, your reward is preserved. So do not show yourself off. Do not tell people if you do good deeds. Oh, I do this much charity. I do this for my mom. I do this for my sister. I do this for that, this. No, don't do that. Do it for the sake of Allah. For Allah. That no, I'm doing it for Allah, so Allah could reward me. And He knows. I don't even have to tell anyone. You don't even have to, be in the company and then give gift to another person. Like gifting, sometimes we like to give gift. Don't do it in a crowd. You want to give somebody a gift, you can do it alone. Why you have to be there to let everybody know, oh, this is who I am. I give everybody gifts. I'm so generous. I'm this and I'm that. That's not right. We should avoid that. Yes, what's the question?
The only person who knows is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because He's always with you.
Exactly. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always with us. So is it possible that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows our intention?
Yeah.
What you are thinking inside your heart, does Allah know?
Yeah.
How?
Because He's putting that into
He knows everything.
You guys are sitting next to me. Do you know what's happening inside my heart? What am I thinking?
No. But Allah knows.
Allah knows. You guys you're so close to me, but you don't even know what I'm thinking. You don't even know what is going inside my mind, right? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is where? Where is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
Everywhere.
No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is where? In the sky. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is up there. But He can listen to us. Even if we just mumbling, you're just like whispering, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala still listen us. Even if we don't say anything, you're just talking to yourself inside your heart, inside your brain. You're just like, talking to yourself without even saying a word out. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that. Allah knows what's going inside your heart. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who knows everything. So inshallah, this is where we finish our Sura Ikhlas, and I hope you guys understand this surah really well. Now, if somebody asks you, what in the Quran, where does it say that Allah is one? Do you know what to tell? What? What are you going to say? Which surah? Sura Ikhlas. Online? Everybody knows, right? Now if I ask you about Sura Ikhlas next time, you will know the points. Why Sura Ikhlas is important?
Because it talks about
Tawheed. It talks about Tawheed. So that's my purpose is so you all know about every surah, few points, that why this surah is important. That is important stuff we need to know. सुब्हानकल्लाहुम्मा व बिहम्दिका नशहदु अन ला इलाहा इल्ला अंता नस्तगफिरुका व नतूबु इलैक। सुब्हान रब्बिका रब्बिल इज्जति अम्मा यसिफून व सलामुन अलल मुरसलीन वल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन। रब्बना तक़ब्बल मिन्ना इन्नका अंतस समीउल अलीम व तुब अलैना इन्नका अंतत तव्वाबुर रहीम।